Hey guys, me and Dave. It's what is it? Tuesday, 3/10/2020. So I thought I'd do a little video. Not too much going on. They kept me up all night last night, torturing me. Well, not really torturing me, but they were doing a lot of remote neural monitoring, all kinds of images and all this stuff in my head. Oh my gosh, it was pretty bad. They were hitting me quite a bit last night. I had to listen to color bars, and they were still hitting me. Usually when I listen to color bars, they kind of stop, but they were still hitting me after listening to color bars pretty much all night. They kept me up until 6:30 in the morning, and then I slept from like 6:30 in the morning until about noon, and then I finally got up. So they're starting to get on my case a little bit and stuff, and it's annoying. I don't know what their deal is. They'll give me some time off, and then all of a sudden they'll hit me for no reason and keep me up at night. And remote neural manipulation, remote neural monitoring, it's this is what they do. It's almost like they do it in a harassing way, and stuff. It's just I don't know. This is what they do to me. They gave me like 2 years off, and then all of a sudden, like last year, they started hitting me. Like I say, they hit me quite a bit, with torture, and then they tried to light my van on fire, and they were doing all kinds of stuff. They hurt one of our dogs. They basically killed one of our dogs. We had to put a dog down because they tortured that dog so bad for no reason. It wasn't even my dog. It was my relative's dog. And they tortured that dog so bad we had to put her down. It was so sad to see. These people have no hearts. And I want to show you guys something. Because this is going to come to them. This is going to come to them when they're least expecting it. I mentioned this guy before. His name is John Storm with 2 M's. I'll show you his page. He's on YouTube. I'll show you his page in a second here. But he was a handler. He was a handler in this program. And he talked about some of the guys that are involved in this program. They're very sick individuals. I'm not trying to promote this guy because he's a very bad guy. He admits he's a very bad guy. And these are the kind of people they have involved doing this to us. These contractors hired these guys to do this to us. Okay, so I'm going to show you his page right now. I want you guys to check out his videos. He's an evil guy. He's the baddest effing, that's what he calls himself. He's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. But he did this. He was a handler in these programs. And now they have it out for him. He's speaking out now, and he has health problems and all this stuff. But so he's kind of targeted now. But I'm going to show you his page really quick. Here's his page. Oh, I can't see if I'm getting it or not, but there's his name, John Storm, with 2 M's. And there's what he looks like. He calls himself a witch. And he's made some videos on what to do, how to protect yourself and stuff like that, because he's kind of turned a little bit in talking about what he's gone through and stuff like that. He claims that he is MK Ultra survivor. Apparently when he was a kid, he was in some kind of institution or some kind of something, and he went through the MK Ultra program in person. You guys should check his page out. It's John Storm, Stormm. He's on YouTube. He's a very bad man. Um, and there's some people that are after him, that are trying to do whatever to him. I'm not gonna say nothing. I want you guys to check out his videos. He's a really interesting guy. Um, like I say, he's a bad man, and that's what kind of people they have in our program, doing these programs to us, or doing the things that they do to us. So check out his page, you guys. He, it'll give you some insight on what kind of people do this to us. They don't respect human life or anything like that. These people, they think you're a lab rat. They think you're just a lab rat. They don't know anything either. Just like Robert Duncan says, these guys aren't told anything about us. The intelligence agencies know everything about us, but these guys are only told a little bit about us, and their job is to find out information about us, and they get scored. Like the first 2 years of your program, they get scored on the information they can find out about us and stuff. And that's the way it goes. That's the way it's gone in my program. They didn't know anything about me, and they were trying to figure out all this information about me. They didn't even know my age until a couple years ago. They didn't know anything about me, and they're trying to find out all this information about me and stuff. So check out his page. It's called John Stormm. His name is John Stormm, Stormm, 2 M's at the end, and he claims to be a lot of things, and stuff like that. But he's a really interesting guy, and he's a bad man. He's a very bad man. So is this going to come back to these guys when they're old and vulnerable and stuff like that? Probably. All this evil things that they're doing to us isn't going to go unpunished. It will come back to these people one way or another. And they better pull their head out of their ass and realize that, they better realize that it's coming for them sooner or later. And this guy's living proof of that. They've done some things to him to, do some things to him, So, and he's been on, if you look up John Stormm on Super Soldier Talk, this guy's done lots of interviews and talking about lots of stuff. And he talked about being a handler and all this stuff, he's talked about all kinds of things. It gives you some insight on what kind of people they find to do this to us. They think they're badasses and all this stuff. There's badder people than them out there, that will crush these people sooner or later, and they're going to be vulnerable when that happens. This ain't going to go unpunished. If they think this is, they're just going to walk away from this after torturing somebody for years, 24/7 for years and stuff like that. And they think it's just one big party, Ooh, we get to do drugs, we get to drink, we get to do all this stuff, it's just a big party, video game, blah, blah, blah. This will come back on them, sooner or later. So anyway, I just thought I would do a little video. I want you guys to check out that guy. I'll put it in the description. Check out his page on YouTube, and this is the kind of people they have doing this to us. They think they have special powers and all this stuff, they don't. You know, and this guy's living proof of that. You know, they will pay the price sooner or later. You know, and stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this off, you guys. I hope you're doing well out there, and I will talk to you later.